الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد. Tonight بإذن الله تعالى يوم الاثنين ليلة الثلاثاء عليك السلام ورحمة الله، كيف حالك؟ ليلة الثلاثاء, the 25th of Rabi al-Awwal, 1424 Hijri, was in agreement with the 26th of May, 2003. We go over an area that every Muslim must realize the reality of and recollect and remember this particular issue. And it is under the heading of fiqh al-ad'iyya wal-athqar, understanding the meanings of supplications and invocations and forms of remembrances. And as we go on, we'll see that the salaf used to do this. They used to understand what they were saying when they would, in fact, remember Allah Ta'ala in a specific manner, with specific words. They knew the meanings of these words, and these words had a great weight and effect upon their lives. So this is something that we'll find reflected in this part. What we'll find is a sentence or expression that we often use and that we often hear, but maybe we don't know the full import or meaning of, or recall often the heaviness of the matter that we're speaking about. He has it under the title, and he is Abdul Razak Abbad, the son of Abdul Muhsin Abbad. He has a series of books that he had written, and it was done, I believe, on a radio program also, forms of remembrances over a period of time, and it was done in 3 large books, 3 large sections, I believe. And Sheikh bin Baz, Rahimahullah, did an intro to the first book and liked it and so on and so forth, and complimented the young man and like this. So this is a good area, and this might be something that we may do on ahyanan, from time to time, to go over this type of matter, because the remembrance of Allah Ta'ala and invocations and supplications and how we call upon Allah, this is something very important. ما يقول إذا أصابته مصيبة. What should one say, an individual, whether it be male or female, Muslimah, or Muslim, mu'min or mu'minah, Amatullah, female servant of Allah, or Abdullah, the male servant of Allah. What should they say if some difficulty or some problem or some harm comes to them? Al-hadithu huna amma yushra' lil-Muslim. Discussion we're going to talk about here, he says, is what is legislated for the Muslim an yaqulahu indama yusab bi musibah, to say when some harm, some difficulty, some tightness, some bad situation, some incident that is harmful occurs. Yani al-musiba, a difficulty, fi nafsihi, in his self, or waladihi, his child, or malu, his wealth, or nahwi dhalik, or similar to that. Yani rather this difficulty, or this harm, or this painful incident, or whatever it is, takes place regarding the person individually, or his child, or his wealth. What should the Muslim say? وَلْيَعْلَمْ أَوَّلًا. First thing we must know, and we must have firm idrak, or clear idrak, perception of this matter, without any type of misunderstanding. أن سنة الله ماضية, that the sunnah of Allah, the way of Allah Ta'ala, is from since ever, if you will, his manner has shown that fi ibadihi, regarding his worshippers and his slaves, bi'annahu yabtalihim, that he tests them, that he put them to trials. We've talked on this issue before. في هذه حياة الدنيا, in this world, بأنواع من البلايا, with all types of trials, وألوان من المحن والرزايا, all types of tests and difficulty. فابتليهم بالفقر تارة, sometimes he tries them through severe poverty and loss of wealth. Sometimes he tries them and he tests them and examines them through ghina, richness and wealth. Taratan ukhra. And sometimes bisihati, with good health, he tries them and tests them. Good health is a test. Wa taratan bil mard, illnesses are a test. Wa sometimes bisarra'a, hinan, and good times, the nice times, the gentle times, the sweet times. Hinan, sometimes. Wabil darra'a, difficulties and harms, grief, sadness. Hinan akhir, other times. Walaysa fi nnasi illa man huwa mubtala. And there's no one amongst mankind. Except he or she is being tested. This is a qaida, if you can use that word, if it's permissible in this area. It's a principle. Everyone is tested. Mubtala. Imma bifuwat al-mahbub, either tested with the loss of a loved one. How many have been tested with that? Someone that they love, someone that had position and placement in their heart, someone that their affections were tied to. Fawat, mahbub, they lost them. Or husul al-makruh, something happened that they disliked and that they hated. Or zawal al-marghub, the loss of something that they desired, the fact that they couldn't achieve it or couldn't maintain it after having achieved it. فَسُرُورُ الدُّنْيَا, the happiness of the dunya, أَحْلَامُ النَّوْمِ, are the dreams of sleep. فَسُرُورُ الدُّنْيَا أَحْلَامُ النَّوْمِ, the happinesses of the dunya is أَحْلَامُ النَّوْمِ, is what? The dreams of sleep. O kadhilli za'il. Kadhilli za'il. Dhilli za'il mean a shade that is going away. Shade is there and it is slowly dissipating, going away. This is the happiness of what? Of the dunya, of this world. In adhaqta qalilan, if you laugh a little, you will cry kathiran, you will cry a lot. Wa in sarratta yawman, if you're happy for a day, ahzanta dahran, you will be sad for a period, for dahran, for ages, if you will. This is the reality if we look at life. وَإِن مَتَّعْتَ قَلِيلًا, and if you have some enjoyment that is given to you, مَنَعْتَ تَوِيلًا, you will be prevented or prohibited, or you will not be able to achieve it for a very long period of time. In other words, that which you lose or that which you don't acquire is more than that which you will ever acquire in this world.